Okay, so this is a review of my one bag travel, and since I travel to races, I try to keep my luggage at a bare minimum weight because, believe it or not, racing a single speed bike ends up being about 150 pounds worth of stuff. But one of the nice things about it also is it teaches me how to travel lightly when I travel for personal travel. Not that racing isn't personal travel. But anyway, one of my favorite things is that everything goes into is my Patagonia black hole duffel, which is 40 liters. It's the perfect size because it fits underneath the seat. Never gotten stopped on a plane, even in Europe. It's a backpack, and then it converts to a duffel bag with the straps that pull out and hook onto here. But more importantly, it's just a great bag. I just got back from New York and did it as one bag. Fortunately, it wasn't bone cold in New York for post Christmas, but in years past, if it was any colder, I would have changed my packing. But anyway, so these are the things I almost always travel with. It's going to be this backpack. The other handy feature that I have is a Hero Clip Small. I have a large, or medium, I should say. Medium's too big. I think the mini is too small. This is really handy because it allows you to hook it onto anything. End of a table, bathroom stall, anything just to try to keep your bags off the ground. And what I do normally is take this clip off the main backpack and use my favorite travel day pack. And this is the version 3 of the Stowaway 10-liter shoulder pack. And the improvements of this one, I've had every generation, 1 and 2 and now 3. Improvements to this pack, it's the Eddie Bauer, by the way, is a water bottle mesh on the side, and it's got a cell phone pocket, or you can put a MTA subway card on here. But what I like to do is put the Hero Clip on this and then just walk around the city with this, or on my days off of racing. Actually, I'll bring this with me when I race because I don't have pockets in my skin suit in case I want to go pee or do whatever. I'll usually take this with me to races and throw my cell phone, water bottle in case I need to refill it. But recently, as in yesterday, I ordered and received these hooks that kind of serve like a Hero Clip. It's a little bit lighter, so I'm going to test these and see how this works. What's nice about it is it's adjustable, as opposed to just cinching down on there. If you want to shorten it up, choke it up a little bit, you can do that. So we'll see how this works. I actually added a piece of heat shrink tubing to the end to try to give it a little more grip. That's the only thing I would say. It's a little bit too slippery. I guess I could try to add some grip tape to it, to the bottom. But that actually might scrape up people's stuff, or try some friction tape. But yeah, so Hero Clip onto this bag. Daily driver, travel, love it. Speaking of bags, one of my obsessions over the years is trying to find the most minimalist DOP kit bag. And what I've settled on, trying all different types, is this Eagle Creek Packet Spectre bag, because it's super light. It doesn't have to be waterproof per se, only because it's so thin of nylon that it dries quickly. But what I love about it, and keep in mind I have no hair, so I don't have hair care products, but what I love about it is it's just absolutely minimal. It weighs nothing. One of the things I've switched to in order to get my kit down even smaller is, being darker skinned, I get dry skin, so I need to moisturize a lot. And I used to use the silicone tubs and everything else. And one day I was in the travel section of like Target or Walmart, and I saw this Dove Men's Care Ultra Hydra Cream. But more importantly, what I liked about it was the container. And it's hard. Lid's not gonna pop off because it's screwed on tight. But more importantly, it allows me to use tub-based lotions, which I'm switching to, like Cetaphil. And it makes for easy refilling, actually. And that was the other thing. So I can just take a dollop of it in my hand, smear it in there, and then fill that up. And as opposed to squeezing that into the silicone tube Really like using this. One of the things that also, you know, I'm Asian, so I don't have a lot of hair or thick beard. One of the things I've switched over to was, instead of bringing my rechargeable shaver, I switched over to these Panasonic ES3831 shavers, and they make an even smaller one, but I did a deep dive on that and found out that this is much more powerful and handy. The one upgrade I did recently was I added lithium ion rechargeable AA batteries. And what's neat about these, and so one of the weird things I worry about is if this is in my luggage and it gets activated, or, you know, I run out of AA batteries or in a situation like that. You can always buy them, whatever. But what's nice about these AA batteries is you can recharge them with the USB-C plug, and right there in the end. And so I'll never, ever be without power, which is kind of handy. One of the cool things also is I found out you can overdrive these things by using lithium batteries, not lithium ion, but lithium batteries, because the voltage is about 1.8 volts and it actually is more powerful. But these lithium ion batteries are the standard alkaline 1.5 volt batteries. Other than that, you know, normal toiletries. One thing I did find is, you know, when you're traveling, you get a little stinky. I found these little refillable perfume bottles, spray bottles. I just take some cologne, spritz it in there. And, you know, those days when you're a little bit funky, you can not be as funky. As far as another personal item, let's go back to the Eagle Creek. You know, Eagle Creek is, you know, they're not making nearly as much stuff as they used to, but I loved the fact that they were the first ones to make these compression cubes. And their Spectre line is my favorite because it is so light. And this is a compression sack. You know, I've had these compression cubes for a long, long time, and when they didn't have the Spectre version. But these are nice because, you know, you start filling them up unzipped, and then you start sausaging everything inside here and pushing it down, and then getting into a nice small package. These are great, but they oddly didn't make like a medium-ish, small medium size. And now that these things are so popular, other companies are making them on Amazon. Sorry, Eagle Creek. And I forget the name of this brand, but it was very close to the material. It's maybe a mil or two thicker than the Spectre, but it's still very light. And it's just the in-between size, and it fills that up. Love it. These are really handy. And then they came with a big one and a small one. So this, whatever brand this was, I'll have to figure it out, maybe put a link on it. The other thing is, I have this Eagle Creek Spectre laundry sack. I guess you could use this for all kinds of things. I use it for a laundry sack. It's got a little carabiner clip on it, so you can clip it on things, and more importantly, it folds into nothing. Speaking of folding into nothing, the jacket I almost always carry, because it'll insulate while it's wet, is this Patagonia Micro Puff hoodie, which they no longer make. And where it's different from the Nano Puff, which they still make, is the baffling and the fact it was shiny. I just thought it was really cool. Got it. Don't know how much I paid for this, but it was probably a lot, but it was totally worth it. And what's nice about it is it totally tucks into its own pouch. But normally I'll fly with this if it's cold, or, you know, take the train or whatever, or the bus. And if it's not bone cold, this will be my main jacket. And to supplement the main jacket is my Patagonia down sweater, which I almost always travel with it in its breast pocket and just tuck it into the luggage. It's always good to have underneath another outer layer to keep you warm. This packs into nothing. In a bind, it becomes a pillow. Speaking of sleep, I've just started trying out this turtle neck pillow. And I've tried, now I'm having a brain fart, the memory foam one, obviously the inflatable ones, you know, they spring leaks, they deflate over time. So I broke down and got this turtle, tried it on the train, and it worked great. Granted, you know, this is the winter. What people complain about is the fact, and it comes with a sack, which is nice, but the Velcro is insanely strong. What's neat about this is it's basically kind of a neck brace for your head, and this wraps around and it kind of supports your head. The only downside, if it was hot, people complain this gets you hot. And the other thing I noticed is the Velcro is insanely strong, but I have a fear that it's going to rip off the fleece. And it's a very soft fleece, but totally worth 30 bucks. Glad I got it. Glad I got to try it. And again, it comes with a nice case, which a lot, well, you know, I wouldn't say that. Most neck pillows come with a case, but I was told this didn't come with one. Other things that I travel with is this handy dandy $5 phone wallet I got for my MagSafe iPhone 13, need to upgrade. All the $5 holds, it held two credit cards, driver's license, and an MTA card. I wouldn't say no problem. It was probably really stuffed in there, but I was able to get them out. What's really nice about it, and I got this from my wife also, and she loves it, is that it becomes a stand for your phone. And it's very minimal, so you can hold your phone up this way or on its side. Extremely, extremely handy. And it costs $5 off of AliExpress or even Amazon. If you don't want to wait for AliExpress, it's like $7 on Amazon. Other things I bring, I'm huge on wool. This is a shirt I wore all through the whole trip. I probably could have worn it the whole time. It's icebreaker. It's great that now other companies are making merino wool clothing, but I was with the OG icebreaker from the very beginning when they were becoming popular. What's nice about this is it's a black shirt, probably 190, 200 grams. So it's like a little more than a lightweight shirt, but it looks nice. It's a button-down shirt, black, goes with anything. Sleeves roll up easy. It doesn't really, it wrinkles, but it's not like, once you wear it, the wrinkles come out. Pack's really small. More importantly, it doesn't stink, and it's warm, shockingly warm. And then continuing the merino wool, you know, I have icebreaker t-shirts, but I'm switching over because they're expensive, and I think their quality is going downhill. So that's an OG. That icebreaker shirt I showed you was an OG. So there's this company called Nature Wool that they're no longer on Amazon anymore. They had really, really, really inexpensive merino t-shirts that were like 30 bucks. Great. I've got a bunch, got some for my son. For sleepwear, I actually wear long pants, lounge pants, because you can always use those for in a bind, going out in lounge pants, or you can use them for working out. And then also I have this sport wool. It's not smart wool, but it's a sport wool, Sport Science, long sleeve black shirt. That's mostly polyester, but there's like 12% wool, and it actually, that 12% does make it warm. These do stink eventually, but they're just a black long sleeve t-shirt. You can wear that anywhere. What else do I have? Oh, speaking of wool, I have a pair of icebreaker wool boxers. They're almost like hybrid boxer briefs, but these are nice because they dry quickly and they don't stink. Brought these. And then my favorite two pairs of favorite travel pants are these Banana Republic traveler jeans, which are stretchy. I got these years ago. They're slim, but you know, I've got kind of medium largish legs and they fit fine. What's nice about them, because they're slim, it does stay warm. You know, since there's cotton in this, it does breathe. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. Where the other thing is I invested in is Lululemon ABC pants, and I got the slim version and I got the classic version. Somehow or another, they changed the cut of the slim. I've tried the slim a few years ago and they're way too slim. So I got the classic, and the classic are great. But then I was in the store a few weeks ago and they had my size in the slim, so I tried them figuring they would be jeggings. But this pair fit perfectly because my son stole my other pair of beige ABC pants, so I needed to get a new pair. I wore these. The complaint with these is they don't breathe, so if it's like super, super hot, you probably don't want to wear these. Though then again, you won't be wearing pants anyway. But these kept me very, very, very warm because they were close and they don't breathe very much. But that is my travel. I'm sure there's other things, but that's like the bulk of the travel gear that I go in the winter time with. Thanks for watching.